And a rare, well, as rare as just started streamer can be. Second stream in one day. We are back in our main base. As you can see from the upper right hand corner, I have completed the insert schematic name here, milestone. Medicinal inhaler. But hey, look, early access game. You have the occasional bugs. At least it's not a bad bug. But I've started making the other base. You can see the road going out that direction. So let's finish our Caterium research in the MAM. Let me off of the. There we go. And launch the thing. So launch the medicinal inhaler. It's gone. Which means we have completed everything from all 4 tiers that are currently unlocked. So let's step in here. And analysis of quick wire is complete. Confirm.
New technologies have been developed based on this new element, primarily in power and electronics, and can now be accessed in Hub Tier 5.
Hey, look, something we can't access. Can't say I'm surprised, but it happens. We want... Actually... Yeah, let's do fabric. That'll give us something to do. And I'll put the rest of it away. Got some more alien organs. And as you can see from my inventory, I have enough items to make a few things, such as 5 assemblers, 5 miner Mark IIs, 7 constructors, 3 smelters, 1 foundry, and 4 coal generators. The items required to automate one single assembler of motors. So, yeah. That tells you as we go along how much one assembler, one manufacturer, one constructor are going to need. I forgot to make steps. Alright, so one massive flat area. Our coal node is up where you see the blue wall. That's there intentionally. This is a portable crafting station and equipment workbench that I made, and some storage areas. So let's start with our power generators, which we're going to need. Oh, and for those that were wondering where I got the mycelium, if you use the chainsaw on the bulbous type of trees that look like a giant fungus, they will produce mycelium. So that one right there, so forth. So it's not difficult to get a hold of. It's just something you got to work on. I think I'm going to grab a bit of this coal. Nice pure node. That should be enough. And then we will put our generator down. Or miner down. Oh, there we go. And we are going to be using up a lot of coal, so I'm going to use a Mark II belt for now. Even though, do we have the ability to make Mark IIIs? Logistics, we do, Mark IIIs, which will move 270 units per minute. If this had power, it would be producing 240, so let's actually make that a Mark 3 belt. We'll put that on 5. And that on 8. And then we'll put organization. Ooh, look, there's our industrial storage. This graphic is a little out of date. Those things actually have 2 inputs and outputs. And we're going to keep that. And we've got walkways, so we'll see. So let's update our conveyor. And go down. Great thing about the Blade Runners, they allow me to jump from higher. I've actually fallen from an area while I was making this and thought I was going to die. Because of the Blade Runners, I survived. Logistics, conveyor lift, Mark III. And there we go. So. Oh, I hadn't finished. Alrighty. So 270 is going to be coming out this direction, and some of it will go around here down to our iron nodes, which are right underneath there. There's a limestone node over there we will set up, and copper's over there. So, but this vertical lift means I don't have to have this giant conveyor that comes all the way down here, because for every 8 meters, every level it wants to drop down, it has to go 1 square. So that thing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Call it 8 squares, and unfortunately you can only make one 6 squares long. So the conveyor would be too long to reach the bottom. So these are perfect for that. So let's build the first coal generator. And we're actually going to put all 4 of them down. The reason we need 4 of them just for motor manufacturing is at full power you would need 163 megawatts to power 5 assemblers, 4 miners, 7 constructors, 3 smelters, and a foundry. So I'll make that 5 miners, because I forgot we made one. So there are our splitters and full level goes through each of these. But we're not going to need more than 60 minutes going into the generators. And of cookware I do. So take this line and put it down here. I'm using Mark 1 power poles, even though we have the Mark 2, simply because right now they're a little easier to put together. So the Mark II allows for 7. Well, that actually reaches, so that works. The Mark 7, Mark II power pole allows for 7 connections, which makes it much more useful for what we are going to use it for. Let's get that thing powered up. No fuel. It's producing 50, which will now be consumed 12 megawatts, so the miner is online. So soon that will fill up, this will fill up, and we have a self-contained power generation system. As you can see, here it comes. Much faster than the belts I was using. Okay, so okay, there we go. So we have power coming down into here. Now we just need to make the iron nodes. Production miner Mark II. There's one. There's 2. Three. Helps to be looking right at the mine when you want to put your thing in. So, there's that. And then we need to make a smelter. And a constructor for making wires. This thing's only, wrong one. This thing's only going to need 30 copper ores a minute. As that's all. This is going to take 15 a minute, so this will drop down to 50%. Which means, honestly, this thing dropped down to 25. Oh dear, I fell off. Put those there for now. You can upgrade those in the future, but right now we only need 4 connections. Okay. One constructor. And a storage container. No, let's do industrial storage because we're not going to be here very often to check it. So we'll make a few more encased iron beam. I need... That's the wrong one. So my encased iron beam, I need what, 15 of them? So I need a full 20. There we go. There's now in the main game on. This has 1 entrance, 1 exit. Here it's got 2. This will make concrete at a rate of 45 a minute. This produces 120. So we need it at 38%. So there we go. Concrete's up and running. Copper's ready to go. Alright. So, one of these iron nodes is going to be nothing but steel. So it's going to have be attached to a foundry. Let's move those out of the way. Okay. So, build our foundry. Production foundry. Alright. Foundry's done. Still not use these blade runners. I don't use them on my main save, so. And you can see that it's filling up now. Let's add that to tab number 1. Power pole I prefer, because 7 connections. Alrighty, so after this we need a constructor to produce steel ingots, steel pipe. This will run at 50%. And then this will just wait. Alright. So, actually, bugger. I messed that up just a little bit. So, I need 2 stator constructors. Now, a assembler is going to take, so if I have 2 of these, let's put it here and there, and program each one to make stators at 83%. I need steel pipes for each of them. 15. So, what I need to do is put a splitter here. That would be 8. And then put an assembler here and one next to it. And these are in the wrong spot. But 1 at 15, 1 at 15, and this will run at 100. Okay, so then these two will come out to a merger, logistics merger. I'm running low on plates. Should have grabbed more. So there's that. I'm gonna make a run back and get some plates. I need some more for making. Yeah. I forgot how many belts I was going to make. So, my fault. I suck, so you don't have to. Fortunately, it's with the Blade Runners. You run a little faster, and it's not that far of a run. Now, I made this 3-wide road because I was thinking of putting in a truck stop. Maybe. We'll see. That should be plenty, and we'll grab another thing of rods just to be on the safe side. And some wire. Alright, there we are back here. And that forge is ready to go to be making steel pipes, which will then go into let's pack those up, make sure I still have the amount I need. Productions, one assembler here. And one assembler here. Because, actually that's in the wrong direction. Logistics, merger. We're going to put a splitter right on the other side of it. You could technically get it as close as I just did, but it's not easy. So this wants to go, no. Let's put that one there. And that one there. No. These are sort of in the wrong spot. I'm going to figure that one out. Because where everything's going to go is just... yeah. So, you know what? Let's put everything over here. And I'm out of concrete. Never mind. I guess we're not putting everything over here. Oh, bloody. We still probably can. So. Production. assembler. I'm going to put this thing right here. Put that one back. And make 5 more of these. I can't. I'm out of concrete. Because I want to make one of these, and I'm short 4. Which is exactly the number I can make. Alright. If you think it's loud down here when that thing flies over, wait till you actually try to fly on it. So this will make motors. So what I need is 2 mergers. One there. One there. So production assembler. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. So wires coming in from over there. Sometimes it helps to build, oh bloody hell, from the end result to the beginning. So if I hadn't already built all of that, I'd be really tempted just to build it off of that one. In either case, so this needs 45 per minute. This will produce 120. 120, 45 divided by 120 is 37%, 38%. So realistically, that will kick on. So, and then I need to figure out how to get wires from over here. That's what I thought. So. Which one's cheaper? This one is. I'm going to use the last of my I don't need this one here. Alright, that should do it for that one. And then I will add a splitter up top. Which will allow me to do that. And then I'll add a splitter right there. Okay, that should be wire, so this can be stators. That could be stators, okay. That's that. This will be rotors. This will be rotors. Ow. So, let's see. To make rotors, I am going to need each of these at 83%. Why that? Because that is the number I calculated to produce 5 of each. Same with these. That keeps our power surges to a minimum. Alrighty. So I'm going to need many more constructors than that. Fortunately, I have plenty. So, because actually what I need is 4 of them. Sorry. 6 of them. So, now each of these is going to have a constructor basically pointed at this one. One pointed at that one. Didn't line up. I'm going to shift these ever so slightly. Right now, this will produce screws at a rate of 90 a minute. Actually, it's supposed to have 2 of those. 2 per constructor. Which is a problem. So, because that's really how I want to lay it out. Let's do some math. 120 divided by 90 is 133%. 15 times 1.33 is 19.5. So, if I wanted to just use 1 constructor per thing, I would need 6 power slugs. It can be done because I got to put 1 in the smelter. Hang on. 15 times 1.33 plus 15 divided by 30s. Okay, I still need 6 power slugs, but I don't need to bump that thing up as far as I did. Now, I have some power slugs I can use. The question is, do I have enough? Should we do that? I see 1 viewer. Leave me a comment. Let me know whether I should go get the power slugs or just build more constructors. What do you guys think? It's quiet. Hello. Well, right now I'm headed back, seeing how many power slugs and power crystals we do have. See if I have enough. So I have 2 power slugs and 2 crystals. So that's 4. That wouldn't quite be enough. And our fabric is complete.
This fabric is suitable for the creation of parachutes. The derived blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 2.
And let's grab those. And stick these in. Off it goes. And we'll take those just because. Drop those in. Drop that in. Sort. We'll pick up some more concrete, some more stuff while we're here, just to make sure we have enough to finish our build. 2 and 300, and we'll take 2 400s of those. Excuse me. And I'll take a couple hundred of these. So right now I have one manufacturer at 100%, but this one's dialed down so that I'm only getting 90 per minute, so which is all I need. The problem is 132 times 83 is not 90. Give me. Take all. So, there is that problem. Now the blue I chose looks purple in the early morning light. Very nice. Well, let's keep going on our motor factory. The thing is, this will actually also turn into our weapons factory later, because that same coal node and the sulfur node can be utilized. So we need a couple more slugs in order to fully what did I do with that? There it is. In order to fully power the oops, wrong one. That one. Because if I overpower the screw production, I have to overpower the iron rod production, which means, yeah. So, and there is a slug with a bit of a jumping puzzle that apparently the Blade Runners make more difficult. Because I overshot. And yes, it's a survival game. It's a construction game. It's a platformer. Satisfactory has something for everybody. You've got jumping puzzles. You've got just the ability to build whatever you want. So that's 3. And I know we've got another one right here somewhere. Just gotta find it. Hey, more bacon. Bacon. So we need one more power slug. And where is it? There it is. Actually, there's a couple down there. There's that one. And this one will actually require a bit of bit of construction. Well, no. It also is a platformer. But unlike the other one, the Blade Runners actually allowed me to go grab it. So, That is the 6 power slugs we need to lower our power requirements. Well, not really lower. Lower our construction requirements. So, on constructor. And then we'll put these in between. Okay, so, and then we need a splitter right here, and one right there. We need the smelter. Goes there. And there. And connect those. Then put another splitter here. Nope, too close. Merge them in. Let's go to there. So, copper ingot. Nope, wrong one. Iron ingot. And add a power slug. I forgot to go update the 2 that I made, that I need to make. So, yeah, that one. 3 power shards. Iron ingot, add a slug. Rods, add a slug. Not ingots, rods, add a slug. That's just rods, no slug. Screws, add a slug. Screws, add a slug. Screws, add a no, that's rods. Not screws, that's rods. Dang nabbit, give me up. Let me go up that ladder. There we go. And there. Everything has a power line and should power up when I connect the main power bus. Hopefully without overloading it, because that is a crap load of things that will just turn on. So this should make, so each of these are at 83%, which means 132 rods, 132 screws at 83% means 110. Divide that by, so is these the screws? Yes, those are the screws. So divide that by 90, gives me 122%. Now 122% times 15 is 18.26. Divide that by 15 would be, again, 122%. Duh. So both screws and rods that feed them have to be at 122%. Which, as you can see, one power shard. We put 2 or 3, we can get up to 250%. So another every power shard's another 50%. So we have 15 and 18. So divide those into 30, we get 111%. No. 11. So there's that. And this is why I over-engineered the power grid, because I wasn't sure how much I would be able to do. Let's find out. It's alive! Alive! It lives! Ladies and gentlemen, I give you... Why aren't you powered? What did I screw up? Oh. That. Never mind. I figured it out. Alright, now let's take a look at our power grid. Consuming 90 megawatts and climbing. Our capacity is 200. At full power, this thing should be running about 180 meg. As you can see, it's climbing as things get fed and start coming online. And everything becomes automated. I don't think we messed with that down there. But here comes the wires, which will then feed so you can see rotors already being made and feeding into the main thing. There's rotors going in. So those are going in. Those are going in. Why isn't those two making anything? It's got power. Yep, that hurt. It's got nothing going in. Why doesn't it have anything going in? Because this has no power. And this is why I make mistakes, so you learn from them. Alright. I screw up so you don't have to. So this thing's already producing steel pipe. And as soon as those wire bundles get to where we're going, they're going to start producing motors. And then I'm going to let this run for a very long time, because how many we need 150 motors to unlock tiers 5 and 6. And while this is running, what we're going to be doing is automating on another stream, because this has been going an hour, automating modular frame production. And it will be quite similar to this. Multiple assemblers feeding one. Because I am going to need... Well, let's run the numbers real quick, shall we? Get me down. Can I build another assembler? Let me double check. Yes, I can. No, that's constructor. I said assembler. Yep, I have just enough to it. No, I need some frickin' cable. Alrighty, so let's look at this. Well, that's things starting up. So, if I wanted to make modular frames, I'm going to need 12 reinforced iron plate per minute. How many can one... That's at 100%, so that would only make 4 modular frames per minute. How many reinforced iron plates can I make per minute? 5. So to make 12 per minute, I'm going to need either 2 assemblers at 115% power. So another 6, 5 divided by 6. No, 6 divided by 5. Yeah, 120%. So I would need another power shard. 2 power shards, so I need another one, because I only got the one. Or I would need 3 to run that. And that would also mean I would need more screws, because that would run at 120% of that. I'd rather run them at 90, because that means I can use 1 assembler without a power shard. So I'm looking at 3 assemblers feeding 1, just to automate modular frames. And heavy modular frames are even worse because of what they require to make. So, and they require manufacture, which we don't even have unlocked yet. So, there's our stators moving in. So we now have motors. You can see a motor right there, moving into the industrial storage container. So, this is what you need to automate motors. That's just one of the mid-tier items, let alone high tier. And right now, to automate it, we are burning. You can see why I did 100 and 200 megs, because we're spiking. So to automate, well, what it means is we can also get rid of this entire thing here, because all of that can be converted into industrial frames. Because when I put a Mark II miner down, it'll be the same as one of these, and one of these is just using 2 smelters and 3 constructors to make reinforced plates at 75% capacity, which is 3.75. So what's 12 divided by 3.75? 4. Well, round to 4. It's almost 3.5. But if we round it to 4, that's still 3.75. We can do an overflow, which would give us these extra reinforced per minute. The extras, so we could use it. Well, that is everything I have for you guys today. So thank you for watching. If you're interested in the game, head over to the Epic Play Store. It's the only place you can find Satisfactory right now. I don't have an associate link to give you guys. If I would, I could. But don't forget to follow me on Twitch, and when I upload this to YouTube, like and subscribe. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys another day. Be sure to follow me to find out when I go live to for automation and tear this entire section out in order to replace it with 4 of those. So you can see it running. That's just what you need to do 1 reinforced iron plate assembler at 75% capacity, which is the plan. So take this and multiply it by 4 with some modifications, because of the fact that those aren't at 100% power, nor 100% power, nor is the miner. Those are, because that's an impure node, but these aren't. So I may rip this section out to put it in, and convert this over to just rods and plates, which is probably what actually makes a little bit more sense. We'll see. I've got to figure things out. But we have to make 500 modular frames in order to put it into the space elevator and unlock the next tier. And there goes that tractor's been running since the last episode. And that's not a visual bug. That is intentional, because you're expected to have a crap load of items running around on conveyor belts. In the distance, the game automatically reduces the frame rate of things in the distance, so it doesn't overload computers. But I digress. Have a nice day, and I will see you all another day. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube, and follow me on Twitch.